there. Oh, never mind. No one's there. It's always that awkward period during a live stream where you're live, but, you know, it takes a minute for people to get in here. So essentially, I'm talking to myself. C4 Defense, how are you doing, buddy? Adam Heb, Yuda's Healing Smile, Kyle Zabunga, how is everyone doing? Jevin Dubois says, do I have an Instagram page? Yes. Jacob _the_ Carpetbagger. I'm so not great about keeping up with social media. I put a lot, I promise you, I put effort into this YouTube channel, but social media, not as much. Ryan No Doll says, can't stop watching Sasquatch in the Battle Royal. I know. I loved the Bigfoot Festival. For some reason, I'm not complaining, but for some reason, that video, the views were not that great on it compared to some of the other videos been coming out. I can't figure out why. To me, that's like a top-notch Carpetbagger video. I'm not sure. YouTube will give you little like notes, say like, this video's doing normal, this video's doing better than normal. And it said, for the Sasquatch video, it said, well, less of your normal viewers are watching this video. And I'm like, what? Toby and Barney says, keep the hair short, takes off 10 years. I almost went a little bit shorter. I did the one on the buzzer. And I was looking, I was going to maybe I'm going to do that, maybe I'm going to do that half of one. One Perfect Devil says, happy Pride Month to everyone, whether you are LGBTQ plus or not. Absolutely, happy Pride Month. Here at the Carpetbagger channel, we definitely support people living their true selves. Scott Irwin says, have you ever met Angry Grandpa? I never met Angry Grandpa. I met Angry Grandpa's son, the one that's not Kid Behind the Camera. And then Boogie's good friends with Kid Behind the Camera. The imposter says, what are you going to talk about? I don't know. I never come into these things with a plan. Oh, man, I left something in my car. I was going to open my Moldorama box, but it's down in the car. You guys tell me if you want me to skip that or do that next time, or if you want me to go get it. Go get it? Go get it? Okay. Go get it. I'll be fast. I'll be fast as I can. Let me find my hotel key. Okay, my hotel key's right here. I'm not going to show you which hotel I'm staying in, but let's I don't want people to tune out because I'm not here, so make a lot of noise, like talk a lot while I'm gone so people are entertained, and I'll be right back. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That took forever. I deeply apologize. What are we talking about? Yeah, there was only one elevator, and I went on there, and there was a family, and then it stopped on the second floor. And then a single gentleman got on, and we went down to the first floor, and I went out to my car, and then the dad from the family went back into the hotel, and the door closed behind me. I had to use my key to get back in. I was trying to keep up with him so we could get on the elevator. I get on the elevator, but he took the elevator all the way to the top. I had to wait for the elevator to come back down. That's why it took forever. But we got the package. I've got the package. This has my monthly Moldville Moldoramas in it. Christopher Pegg, thank you for the super chat. Says carry on filming those amazing videos. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Chad Baxter, thank you for the super chat. Says I'm watching too much. Had a dream last night. I was with Adam Lou and you. He was showing me his fridge. You were glaring at me in the hallway. That sounds creepy, but thank you for the super chat. All right. So again, these are not a sponsor, but I do have a prescription. I have a subscription where they send me these custom-made Moldoramas every month. So I figured, why not? Why not just open them up on live stream? Got 3 molds in here. Someone said they're interested in the Carpetbagger cruise. We tried that, but everyone said they were interested, and then when we put tickets up for sale, no one bought any. All right. Oh, this is cool. Get that. It says beluga whale. I don't know if that looks necessarily like a beluga whale. Looks almost more like a sperm whale, but that's really cool. And then see the Moldville, they'll actually run their molds twice so they can get the 2 different colors on it. So that's pretty. That was a cool one. I like the little whale. We've got 322 people here. That's awesome. All right. What's this? All right, we have a pirate. Where's he from? Pirate is from Pirates World in Florida. What's Pirates World? I'm thinking that's an attraction that does not exist anymore. Sean Gill says those plastic mold machines are always broken. They're antiques. And there's only like 2 guys in the country that service them, so yeah, they're down a lot. All right, and our final mold of the evening. Now, this is a classic. This is a classic mold, the elephant. Very traditional elephant one. This one says, "Oh, Lion Country Safari in Sanford, Florida." Is Lion Country Safari still in Florida, or is that completely gone? I honestly don't know the status of Lion Country Safari. Rob Tross says Pirates World was a 100-acre pirate-themed amusement park. Huh. No, this isn't Lucy the elephant. But did they have elephants at Lion Safari? There was a lion. I know there was a Lion Safari in Florida, and there was one in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm thinking Lion Country Safari is closed in Florida too. I think Adam went there, and it was abandoned. I think. Am I drunk? No, I'm not drunk. I'm a little tired. A little tired. I've been filming today. Been doing a lot of filming today. Been doing a lot of filming this week. But, oh yeah, pink. I didn't even pick up on that. It's a pink elephant. I wonder if this is a glow in the dark. We hold it up to the lamp, and then... No, it's not. It's just pink. Jenny, thank you for the super chat. Stella from Jacksonville, Florida. Love watching your videos. You've been an inspiration to me to check out more things in my state because of you. Thanks. Well, thank you, Jenny. And I love to hear that. I love when people see things in my videos and as I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I love when people see things in my videos and go and experience them for themselves because I think that's really fun. I know a lot of people can't, and I hope for those people I can give them a little view of something I don't normally be able to see. But yeah, if you go to a place you see on my channel, tell them the Carpetbagger sent you. Dan on Planet Earth says, to the low Bigfoot numbers, I worked on Missing Link, and there were several other Bigfoot movies released that year. Maybe that is the same thing as Missing Link bombed. I think there might actually be some truth to that. I think Sasquatch is running, is kind of overexposed if you think about it. You just hear so much about Sasquatch. Sasquatch used to kind of be quirky, and but it's just like everywhere Sasquatch. A lot of places use him as a mascot. It's one of those mascots where, he's not copyrighted, so you can use him. He's something like Santa Claus. That's why there's a lot of amusement parks themed after Santa Claus, because it's a recognizable character that you can use for free. And I think that's how Sasquatch is used. He's used by everyone now. And I think maybe people just have enough Sasquatch. National viewership wrestling, Ben Keller. How are you doing, Ben? So I seen a possum Moldorama in Oklahoma. Are you sure? Are you yanking my chain? I've never seen a possum Moldorama. Ben, by the way, is the first person that he got me into the wrestling business. Changed my life. Esteban says, is Chewbacca a Sasquatch? No, Chewbacca is not a Sasquatch. Chewbacca is a canine. He's a dog. He's a dog-like creature. A lot of people think he's a Sasquatch, but he's actually a dog. Dylan the Demons, you go to Great Wolf Lodge. Isn't that like a water park, like one of those water park hotels? I mean, yeah, technically he's a Wookiee. He's a space monster, but he's based on George Lucas based his design on a type of dog. I knew you were messing with me, Ben. The thing I just don't know the logistics of a water park. I can get a waterproof casing for my GoPro. I don't know. I don't know. Darren Lore says, I'm sick of two-headed calves. I've shown a lot of two-headed calves, but I don't get sick. I don't get sick of two-headed calves. CEC and ASMR says, I've ever done fan mail. Long time ago, I used to do fan mail. What am I trying to say here? I ended up making my P.O. box not public because there had been, issues. I thought about it, though. I don't know. I don't need anything. I mean, I don't need to ask for presents because there's nothing that I need. All my needs are met. So I don't know. I feel a little weird like asking people to send me things, but I've gotten a lot of messages from people that they want my P.O. box. They have something they want to send me or a letter. So I was thinking that maybe I will open it up for a limited time and let people. Jenny says, can we email you art? Yeah, I would love to be able to share art on my social media, but Endless Dom Gaming says, why don't you go to many natural history museums? I do go to some. I just, it's interesting because I just don't know which ones are the good ones. I try to go to the good ones. I've been to Milwaukee Public Museum, the one in New York, the New York Natural History Museum, one in D.C. Jenny says, I'm an artist, would love to draw you as a character. Yeah, I love stuff like that. But I may do that. I may open up my P.O. box and just, let people send things. You don't have to send anything of value. I don't need anything, financially. I'm fine. So, ooh, Mr. Midnight says, did you see Six Flags in Dallas got the rights to build a Five Nights at Freddy dark ride? I know, I did not hear that. It's the first I've heard of that. I know Sally Corp has the rights to make the Five Nights at Freddy dark ride, so that's probably who's making it. Man, I will go to that. I will go opening day. That sounds awesome. I gotta look that up. I'm guessing it's not. It's probably more of a next year type dealio, or maybe even further out than that. It takes a while to build a dark ride. But if you go and watch my tour of Sally Corp, I showed. I actually showed that a mock-up of like one of the figures for Five Nights at Freddy's, and so yeah, you can maybe get a preview for my video, but I didn't know that they're actually building one. Tossel, thank you for the Australian super chat. So Jacob is online. Here you go. Purchase something from the snack bar. I brought some snacks. I have some snacks here in the room. I just realized. I'll be right back. I realized I had not yet set a certain mode to be on. But I will fix that here. I got my laptop. Dylan's asking if I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm hoping to. If everything's good in California, which it should be, I think, then I plan on doing it. Tossel, thank you again for the super chat. It's actually $5 probably enough. The snack bar, here's another $5. Well, I ate a lot of snacks, so I promise all that will be spent on snack and snack related items. All right. Yeah, I don't really have a good feel for California and what it's like right now. House Hoppers Theme Park Adventures. Thank you for the super chat. It says, hi, Carpetbagger. What happened to Possum 3? Did she crash? No, Possum 3's in the car. I just haven't been flying it as much because it's a lot of effort. Not that I'm against effort, but it just has to be the right thing. There's so many rules about where you can and can't fly. Seth Crawford, I almost missed your super chat. Thank you, though. It says, hope you're well. Personally dislike water parks for the records. They all seem the same. I guess Noah's Ark in Wisconsin Dells is cool. I think Noah's Ark in Wisconsin Dells is the world's largest water park. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really understand. I mean, I think water parks tend to be very similar. you know, I don't know. Maybe some people disagree, but water parks tend not to have a lot of theming. All right, let's get on here. I'm gonna have to turn on slow mode. This is becoming a little unmanageable with people repeating themselves. It just, you know, it disrupts the flow of the chat. So I'm gonna have to slow mode, engage. All right, there we go. Endless dot gaming says, I'm going to the Museum of Us. It used to be called the Museum of Man in California in a week because of your video. Oh, they changed the name? Museum of Us? I don't know. Is it sexist to be this Museum of Man? I like the name Museum of Man. Museum of Man. It just sounds so dramatic. Museum of Us sounds like too cuddly. Crochet Kitty, thank you for the super chats. Hope to see you at Dragon Con this year. I've not booked my Dragon Con stuff. I probably need to go ahead and do that. I need to go to, I guess I need to go. It seems like you guys want me to go to Dragon Con, right? Do you guys wanna see Dragon Con this year? Through my eyes. You could just watch Adam's videos, but I don't know, do you want me to go? Tyler Jackson says, any advice on traveling on a budget? I mean, when I was, you know, on a really tight budget, I would use Priceline, just be willing to stay in some gross hotel rooms. Joe Cinematography, will you probably be coming back to the Fun House in Blountville, Tennessee? Oh, the Backyard Terrors Fun House? Someone talking about Florida's Halloween Horror Nights. I may go to Florida's Halloween Horror Nights, but I like California's better. And the main reason is because they allow you to film. They're okay with you taking a camera in. Little 5 Points Halloween. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. Miss Riker Diesel says, I've been a fan for a while. Watch from Canada. We're still in lockdown. That sucks. I'm sorry. I'm so happy that I'm not in lockdown anymore. I'm glad that America is back open. Uda's Healing Smiles. I'm checking Casa Bonita's website almost every day to see if it opens. Is it not open? Why is it not open? It should be able to be open, I think. Janet Nieswander. No, I don't like Jurassic World. I didn't like the movie, if that's what you're asking. Is my bunker actually underground? Yeah. How's Joe Dirt? Joe Dirt's going good. Do I prefer Buc-ee's or Wawa? I've never been in a Wawa. And I don't understand. I know Wawas are popular. My family behind the camera says the Indian variant is in the U.S. There's going to be another lockdown. I mean, we don't know that. The cases are dropping. Dan on Planet Earth says every Jurassic Park movie is worse than the last. That's a true statement. it's like every time they try to make a new Jurassic Park movie, it just gets better and better. First one was so good. Second one was so blah. The third one, I don't even remember if I saw the third one. And then Jurassic World was just, One of the things I don't like Jurassic World. One of the things, and I don't want to be a movie because be going to be a big movie critic here or anything, but like Chris Pratt is starred in Jurassic World, and he's really funny. He's a really great actor, and he's hilarious in Community. He's great and hilarious in Guardians of the Galaxy, but in Jurassic World, he had like zero personality, like just completely devoid of any character or personality. So what a waste of an actor. What a waste of a concept. Yeah, I felt like the characters were generic. Chuck Mayo says CGI kill the dinos. Listen, I think the best. I'm really a big fan of practical effects, um, and I don't think that's like I don't say that like CGI is all bad, or but I think like some of the best. I think the best effects are practical effects that are enhanced with CGI. I think 100% CGI to me, I mean, I guess when it's done well, you don't notice it, you don't know it's CGI. But sometimes when you're just all CGI, it just looks like a big blob of plastic to me. But I don't know. I always wonder if that's like, I wonder if kids that grew up around CGI, I wonder if they even notice it because for people that were around before CGI, I think maybe we notice it more because we went through a time when the first Jurassic Park did have CGI, but it integrated it. It's a mix. Dan on Planet Earth, who works in VFX, says a mix is always great, and that's what the first film was. Also, there was tons of planning on it. Right now, there's no pre-planning on VFX. I don't know. I love when things like look real. I think one of my favorite CGI effects is on Pirates of the Caribbean. The Davy Jones's face, the squid face, was CGI, but it was mapped onto the actor's real face. I always thought that looked really good. Endless Time Gaming says, "Do you ever want to visit a zoo on your channel?" I've visited zoos. And see, that was a long time ago. I mean, that was a while ago, the Pirates of the Caribbean. And I know I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and a lot of people hate them. Where am I standing? I'm currently in a hotel room. Been filming. I don't want to give away. Richard Doran says, hey, CB, love the content. The boys and I just got back from Ripley's and the Dells and Wizard Quest. What's the status of Ripley's and Wizard Quest? I know there was talk about both of them being moved. Are they still where they've always been? Joe Cinematographer says, you heard anything from Boogie? Yeah, I chat with Boogie all the time. Invader Cow says, will you bag my carpet? No idea what that means. Dan on Planet Earth says, shame you couldn't cover Dismaland. Yeah, I would have loved that. That was like a pop-up, like, knockoff Disneyland that was, like, meant to be dark and depressing by Banksy. Joseph Hayes, thank you for the super chat. Says, can you do a video on the drag racing museum in Ocala? I've already been there, so you're in luck. I did that as part of my Dixie Highway trip, so I don't remember what video it's in, but watch my Dixie Highway trip, and it'll be in there. Sam, thank you for the super chat. It says unboxing. Yeah, we did a little unboxing here. I've got my molds. My molds are all covered in mold. Richard Dorn says Wizard Quest is moving after this season. Okay. Did I save my Gurning penny? Oh, I think it's on my nightstand. I think it actually made its way back home. Jenny, yeah, I'm gonna check out I want to check out the Dieselland Car Museum in Orlando next time I'm in Orlando. It's summer right now, not the best time for Orlando. I'm trying to visit colder places while it's warm during the summer. Try to visit the colder states. Chuck Mails, Wizard of Oz place, and it's still open. Yeah, I need to look into seeing if I can get tickets to that. Thank you for reminding me. They open like 3 weekends in the summer now, or in the fall. Oh, I'm sorry. Have I been to Noah's Ark? Which one? Ever visited the Presidential Wax Museum in Keystone, South Dakota? I have. Richard Doran says, I'm pretty sure I've seen about every CB, and I don't seem to remember any Gettysburg trips. Well, I've been to Gettysburg twice. Christian Carlbon says, one of my all-time favorite videos was the Area 51 where you guys saw the rockets kick off. That was cool. That was really weird and spontaneous. Josh Chitwood says, what hotel are you staying at? You know, I can't say because people could use that information against me. Still playing Pokemon Go. I am not as much as I used to, but I still try to crank it up every day at least once. I don't want to say what state I'm in. You'll find out within the next couple days, I think. What do I think of wrestling these days? I pretty much stopped watching WWE after WrestleMania. After what happened with The Fiend, and then after changing to Peacock, I have almost zero interest in the current wrestling. Avery says, you hear Ghost Town is going to get a full remodel? That's what they're saying. But, I just don't know. I don't know. It's hard, you know, it's hard to do anything with Ghost Town. It's small. It's difficult to access. You know, it's not really the size of a full theme park. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. Sometimes get sleepy on road trips. Are gas prices affecting my travel? No. I mean, they're not that high. Are they? Maybe they're high somewhere else. They're still around $3 a gallon. I mean, I've dealt with higher than that before. I mean, it's the summer. Things are more expensive in the summer. It doesn't seem that unusual. Is there something wrong with, I mean, remember, you know, Hurricane Katrina hit, gas was over $4 a gallon for a while. And that was back then. That was a lot more money back then. Endless Dom Gaming. Or any museums in San Diego? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. What did I do when I went to San Diego? I'm having a hard time remembering what I did in San Diego. I went down to Tijuana. Tijuana's fun. Do I still do postcards? I sure do. Yeah, I mean, last summer gas was really, really cheap because, I mean, people weren't traveling. Hotels were cheaper too. I'm paying a lot more in hotels. That's actually stings more than the gas for me. Is the hotel prices are way up this this summer because they were down. Staying in hotels were super cheap last summer because of the pandemic. But so I'm not going to complain because I'm just happy the pandemic is wrapping it up. David Burns, you ever done the tilting sky thing at John Hancock? No, I've been to the Sears Tower. Invader Cow, thank you for the super chat. Carpetbagger, will you be my dad? No, I can't just be people's dad. Fatherhood's a very serious commitment. Not something that you should get involved with for $2. Linda Kitty says, how do I start getting cards? If you would like to be part of the Patreon postcard the situation, if you'd like to receive Patreon postcards, check the description of any video. There's a link to my Patreon page. There's different tiers you can sign up for. If you sign up at least $3, you'll get a postcard once a month. Patrick Kieran's will the next video be up. Videos generally come out every other day. Sometimes they'll come out a little more frequently than that. Let's see what question I got here. Doug White says, will you be getting back into wrestling? Maybe. I've done a little wrestling here and there, just not been filming it. And yeah, maybe doing more. Randy Furcos says, any plans to go overseas? Not right now. It's been hard enough traveling from state by state, trying to figure out the different COVID guidelines. I don't want to go to any other country until COVID is just not a thing that exists in the world anymore. I mean, I know some countries are, yeah, someone said where they were in Canada was still locked down. So yeah, we're doing really good here in the United States. But it might take a while for the rest of the world to catch up. Hopefully they can get vaccinated. Definitely encourage you guys to get vaccinated. You know, of course, it's always your choice, but I think getting vaccinated is the right choice. Elliot Graphics asked about the interactive map. No, I've stopped updating the interactive map. Wasn't sure if people were actually using it. Dan on Planet Earth actually created a Google Map overlay. You can see in my community posts that will, it doesn't have every attraction, but has a lot of them, and it can show you directions. I mean, the interactive map's still there if you want to use it. I'm just not updating it anymore. Andrea Price says, are you planning any meetups in Florida this year? Also, a huge thank you for inspiring my service dog and I to travel down here in Florida. Well, thank you for the super chat, and appreciate it. That means a lot to me. I don't know. I've not got any plans for meetups as of yet. I'm trying to figure out. I would like to do a meetup because a lot of people have been asking about meetups. I just don't know how I'll arrange that. I probably wanted to do a meetup like in Pigeon Forge if it's possible. Deet says, have you ever flown on a plane or do you do road trips? No, I generally drive. I fly sometimes if it's far away. Yeah, I flew to Vegas earlier this year. Really don't like flying. I'm not afraid of flying. I just think it's obnoxious. Hate sitting on a plane. Andrea Price, thank you for the super chat. Says, I'd make the trip back to Pigeon Forge to meet you. 10-hour drive, but totally worth it. Love the area. I wouldn't want anyone to drive 10 hours just to see me, but that's why I want to do it in a place like Pigeon Forge. So people, if they do come from a little further away, they have more to do than just see me. Chris Kenichi says, "Why do you love Ripley so much? Most of them seem to be repetitive." I think every Ripley is unique and has its own flavor. I don't think they're repetitive, and people seem to enjoy them. So there you go. Do I have a personal car? Yeah, I have I use my own car. Yeah, Ripley's are a lot of fun. Then you have Disney vloggers that vlog constantly at Disney. I'm a Ripley's vlogger. Ben says, "What do you think of the wrestling at the Bigfoot Festival?" It was cool. It was cool. I loved the Sasquatch involvement. If I had my own wrestling company, I'd put the belt on Bigfoot. Mr. Atomic 2000 says, "You refer to your car service at a dealership or you do it yourself?" No, I cannot do it myself. I can't do anything like that myself. I'm not what you would call handy. I'm not good at working on cars. I'm not good at fixing stuff around the house. I'm not good at mowing the yard. I'm not good at taking out the garbage. I'm not good at cleaning up after myself. Not good at doing dishes. Not good at making the bed. Not good at showering or brushing my teeth. Ben says, "I know Bigfoot had so many occupations." Yeah, apparently he's a wrestler, a jazz saxophonist, a electric guitar shredder, a square dancer. Doug Levin says, "Do you believe there really is a Bigfoot?" You know, I'm going to say yes. You got to believe in something, right? Jason in Michigan says, "You have no cavities. You must be good at brushing your teeth." That's true. That's true. I'm surprised you remember that. I've never had a cavity. Another comment about gas getting expensive. I don't know. I mean, I use so much gas. I think I just deal with it. I don't, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's the tools of the trade. Without gas, I don't travel. Gotta travel. Gotta travel, make money. Gotta have gas to travel. All caps Rob said, "We thought about turning face in wrestling." I've worked both baby face and heel. Heel's way better. Buzzopolis says, "Jacob seems pretty zen." Nicole Pierce Paulson, thank you for the super chat. So yeah, someone said I was zen. I think that is that the call to do our weekly meditation session. So let's do this. Let's see. Sit in your seat. Put your feet flat on the ground and close your eyes and breathe in and breathe out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Wiggle your toes, feel the ground at your feet. feeling the carpet, feel the inside of your shoes, whatever. Just think about the feeling you have on your feet while breathing in and breathing out. Now just think about the weight of yourself in your chair, the weight of your body pressing up against the chair while you're breathing in and out. Think about the back of your head. Just concentrate all your thought on the back of your head. Put all your focus into your face. Open your eyes and just take in the world around you. Just be part of the world around you. Think about how your feet connect to the ground, how that connects to the earth, and how the earth expands all around you. All right. Now that we've centered ourselves, Casey the Cannibal, thank you for the super chat. Says, somehow I've only recently discovered you, so I have been binge watching. I don't like to be around humans, so your videos allow me to come along virtually. Thanks for the awesome content. Well, thank you for the super chat. Humans can be hard to deal with sometimes, so I'm glad to assist those that would rather view the world from their, what's that called? Fortress of Solitude, where Superman goes when he's tired of people. Tyler Jackson asked if I've ever been to the Comedy Barn. I've never been to the Comedy Barn. Melissa says, I prefer animals instead of humans. A lot of times I feel that way. I like people, but sometimes I can be around cats. They're quiet. They don't ask you a bunch of weird questions. Mark Droskowitz says, my feet feel like they're all pins and needles. What? What? What do I think about Marvin's? Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. Wonderful place. Popcorn Slut and Jam. I'm going to be out of town. That little meditation session didn't exactly help my intensity level. I'm sorry. Jeffrey Koth says, am I amazed about the amount of money Dolly's putting into Dollywood? I don't know. I think a lot of it, from what I read, a lot of it maybe going towards like hotels. I'd love to see some more work put in the park. It's a great park. Dollywood's a great park. I'd love to see them, they're never going to truly compete with Disney, but I'd love them to put some more Disney style experiences. Put a lot of money, like do a dark ride, do a immersive, great dark ride. I think that would go a long way. But that's just me speaking. Melissa Winston, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it as always. Admiral Bluebird says, hey man, would be awesome to meet up sometime. Met a long time ago when I hung out with James in middle school. So you're one of James's friends? Tiff on Tap says, as a guy who loves oddities, what do you think about the UFO stuff going on with the government? I mean, it's interesting. The government said UFOs are real, which is crazy to think, but they haven't said what they are. They probably know what they are, but they're not saying it. I don't know. Neil Norton, wow, thank you for the incredibly generous super chat. Says, just wanted to send my appreciation for the content you continue to create, that we get to enjoy you from our Fortress of Solitude. Really can't thank you enough, and just wish you safe travels in your journey. Thank you so much, Neil. That was very generous of you. I really appreciate it. Jarrett Velicillo, thank you for the super chat. Says, what is your top 3 favorite places to eat in the United States? How specific do I have to be? My favorite foods, I love New Orleans. I love eating crawfish etouffee, my favorite Cajun dish. I love lobster rolls in New England, and I love Jewish deli sandwiches from New York City. And thank you, everyone. You guys have been so generous tonight. Let's see all these super chats up here. I really appreciate it. Christian Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, you ever do a shipwreck site? I did some. There were some shipwrecks in Upper Peninsula. I flew my drone over. Did I enjoy Omega Mart? Omega Mart's one of my favorite places. Can't wait to go to Denver to see the newest Meowl. Yeah, Denise Conway says deli sandwich. Yeah, if you go to like the real good Jewish delis in New York, they have like the hot, either pastrami or corned beef. It's all fatty, and then they cut it right for you, and it's so soft. And you just put it on a sandwich. You don't need anything but meat and mustard. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to go to New York. What happened to Boogie? Nothing happened to Boogie. Did I eat at Pauline's Kitchen in Branson? No, I did not. Miss Disney says, any Arkansas recommendations? What's in Arkansas? Oh, Hot Springs. Go to Hot Springs, Arkansas. That's my favorite place in Arkansas. I have eaten at the Paula Dean's in Pigeon Forge. Flash Hughes says, are those New York sandwiches like 20 bucks? Yes, they are. About 20 bucks and worth every dollar. Let's keep calm and caveman on. Someone says, do you think it's strange the Woo goes to Disney World every single day of his vlogs? Well, he doesn't go every day. And I don't think it's strange because people enjoy the content. I think if I went to Disney every day, I think I'd start to get sick of it. But, you know, some people never get sick of Disney. And you know what? In this country, you should let people like what they want to like. What's my favorite Ripley's? I really like the Gatlinburg one. I do need to get out to the one in Oregon because they remodeled it. Rick D says you're going to hit Cedar Point this summer. Who told you? Oh, wait, never mind. No spoilers. Denise Conway says, "You have one life to do what makes you happy." Yeah, you have one life to do what makes you happy. And that's one thing that bothers me is people telling other people what's okay to be happy about, what's okay to enjoy. You know? If someone wants to go to Disney every day, they should. Why not? If that's what you want to do it. Austin McConnell says, "Are you serious about doing restaurant reviews?" I don't know. I'm not sure about restaurant reviews. I'm not a food critic. I can show what I'm eating. I can tell you if I like it. A lot of people have expressed interest in me showing more of the food. You know, where do I eat, show where I eat, show where I sleep. Mark Droskovic says, "My girlfriend said you look like you're bored to death." Your girlfriend's wrong. You should tell her that I'm mellow because we had a moment of meditation together. Honestly, I don't think I could do Disney every day. It's hard. Probably being a Disney vlogger is probably harder than being a non-Disney vlogger because theme parks take a lot out of you. It's a lot. There's no rest in theme parks. It is intense. Theme park videos are some of the most intense videos that I make. What do I think about Santa's Village in New Hampshire? I love it. It's an amazing park. I think Silver Dollar City is one of the top parks in America. It's good. It's good. Depends on what percentage, how many top parks you're putting in there. I always enjoy myself at Silver Dollar City. It's a good park. Have I been to Santa's Village in California? No. There are two Santa's parks that I have not been to, and that is the one in New York and the one in California. How do I rate Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay? I love Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay. See, I don't really rate things. I don't necessarily like to stack things or rank things. I like to enjoy parks for what they are. Just, different parks have different things to offer. See, people ask me if things are worth it. I don't know what that means, worth it. You go there, you have an experience, and that's an experience that you'll always have had. Is that worth it? I don't know. Usually, I think. Have I been to Gilroy Gardens? I have not. Yeah, Silver Dollar City, it has, we got on dark rides. We got 2 dark rides, which is more than most. That's the main thing. I love it. More than anything, Jason Michigan said, "You find anyone who hates Dolly Parton?" Yeah, a few people commented that they hated Dolly Parton, but the type of people they seem to be, and the reasons that they gave made me feel like, they're the kind of people that you would expect to not like Dolly Parton. I mean, if you hate Dolly Parton, you're kind of miserable, right? Am I going to watch the new Loki show? I haven't decided. I never watched the original ones, honestly. I never watched any of the Thor movies. So I don't really know anything about the Loki character. BJD, Beautifully Jagged Dolls, says, what is the scariest... Thank you for the super chat, by the way. So what is the scariest place you've been that didn't cost you anything? I went into an abandoned cave with my friend John from Exploration Unknown. It was super spooky. It was like a cave that used to be like a cave they gave tours in. But now it was just a spooky... Dan on Planet Earth worked on Loki. Is it good? Can you tell me if it's good? Patrick Luke says, am I still friends with Aaron Fector? Yeah, I have nothing but respect for Aaron Fector and the work that he has done in the animatronic industry. Marie, yes, I've been to Holiday World, Santa Claus, Indiana. Maybe going back at some point. I don't know. For those of you who don't, do I need to go back and watch Thor and Thor 2 and Thor 3 before I watch Loki? Alter Ego says, will you go to the reopen at Channel Force? I want to go there so bad. Oh, man. I wanted to go to Oregon this summer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it in. I would hate to have to think that I have to wait a whole year to get out there, but my schedule's filling out pretty quick. Dan on Planet Earth can't say anything. He can't say if it's good or bad. He can't express his personal opinion. Watch Thor 3? I mean, will I even know what's going on? Evan Places, tell us the story of how you got waxed, Joe Dirt. I mean, not that much of a story to it. My friend Paul, he makes those figures for himself in his house. He's an artist, multimedia artist. He makes music and paints and sculpts, and was trying to get rid of some of his figures. He had too many, and he put on Instagram that he was trying to get rid of them. And I agreed to buy Joe Dirt. I'm like, I need a Joe Dirt. That's why they call you Joe Dirt. That's why Dad calls you Joe Dirt. Trivia question. What's I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, Nunamaker. That's Joe Nunamaker is his real name. Ryan79 is asked if he has a Halle Berry one. I don't know. I don't think he had Halle Berry. Aldrin the Great says, was that Mad at Tussauds at LA and saw someone with a Carpetbagger shirt? Was it me or was it someone else? Alter Ego says, technically, you just need to watch the first Avengers movie because the Loki in the series is from an alternate 2012 and becomes displaced. I've seen the first Avengers movie, but I don't think I remembered it that well. I watched all the Avengers movies, but then when I watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I didn't know who anyone was. I didn't know who Zemo was, even though apparently he was an important character. I didn't know who the blonde girl was. Apparently I still don't. It's the longest I've been on the road. I've been on the road for 2 weeks, I think. Cactus Rider says, loved the movie. He called himself Joe Dirte. My wife says, disturbing our cat came home with a citronella collar that we didn't put on. I don't know why she's calling Pumpkin him when Pumpkin's a girl. Yeah, our cat, we have a cat. She's about 10 years old. And She's been spending less and less time at home. We see her every day, but she's not there very much. And then she came home with a citronella collar. So I guess it's like a flea collar. Someone else had put a flea collar on her. So, yeah, Coco Man says, I think your cat is cheating on you. I think that's for sure. I told my wife to put a note on the collar to send back to who's ever. You took it off? Might cause problems? Why would a citronella collar cause problems? Well, I think what we need to do, Christy, is I think we need to put our own collar, put a collar on her, make sure she has a tag with her name on it, so people know that she belongs to us. Aren't those citronella collars? Aren't they expensive? I think those things are like $100. If they're the ones I'm thinking of, I think they're like $100 a piece. Oh, it's not an expensive one? I don't think anyone meant anything bad by it. Yeah, I mean, she's a sweet cat. And she doesn't really like, some cats just don't like other cats very much. So they like going places where they can hang out where there's no other cats. So they'll make friends with other people that don't have cats in the neighborhood. But yeah, we definitely need to clear it up so people don't think she's a stray. Do I have a favorite scene from Twister? I don't think I've seen Twister. Simon says that Meow Wolf is opening this fall. Yeah, I was hoping it would open this summer. I really wanted to. I don't know. I want to go. I don't know about going to Colorado in the fall. Yes, all our cats are spayed and neutered. Dark Lord Jetta says, Yadamal says hi. Also seems California won't be dropping restrictions on the 15th after all. Well, thank you for the super chat. So what's the deal with California? Why are they not dropping their restrictions? Does anyone else know what's going on there? Because everywhere I've been recently, no masks. So I don't know what this issue is. So what, they're just gonna wear masks forever? I'm just curious. I really wanted to go there for Halloween, but I don't know. Disney says California rules are changing a lot. We don't know until next week. Okay, so maybe it's just in an indecisive period. Common Gentry says, when do haunted houses start popping up? End of September, usually. Go to Dragon Man's Museum. A lot of people recommended Dragon Man's Museum. I don't know. We'll see. I really want to do. I would hate to not go to Meow Wolf, Denver. I want to go right when it opens. So yeah. But I don't know. But I'll be focused on haunts. So I don't know. Oh. The thought of not being at Meow Wolf while it's open is about enough to drive me crazy. Disneyland was supposed to let state visitors in on June 15th. I thought they could allow them as long as they're, I thought the law said they could if they were vaccinated. I don't know. Sanitized thing says Meow Wolf is packed with large-scale art from Burning Man. Have you ever been to Burning Man? I've not been to Burning Man. What in Meow Wolf is from Burning Man? I wasn't aware that there was a connection. Zeb Carlson, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey Jacob, love your work. Have you ever thought of going to Alaska? I have thought of going to Alaska. I've thought about, because I've been to the 48 continental United States. Maybe that's a 2022 goal. Listen, I don't, as far as the masks go, I think the vaccine is available to everyone. Anyone who wants can choose and go get that vaccine. It's your own personal choice. If you choose not to get the vaccine, if you choose not to wear a mask, that's your choice. I think you're taking a terrible risk. I would hope that people would do at least one of those things. But, you can't force people. You can't force people at gunpoint to take a vaccine. You can't force people to wear a mask. Just everyone needs to make their own personal choices for their health. Get a vaccine. That's what I think. I believe getting a vaccine. If you don't want to get the vaccine, wear a mask. And if you don't want to do either, I feel like that's scary, but it's your decision. The giant robots. Okay, yeah. I think you're right. Now that you say that, the big pink. I think the big pink robot in the parking lot of House of Eternal Return is from Burning Man. Ghost Jail says, careful talking about personal choice. Carpetbagger, you could lose your whole channel. The government may force anyone to do whatever they want to force them to do. I mean, that's a bit dramatic, I think. Yeah, the vaccine's free. And you know, if you want to wear a mask and a vaccine, that's great. I don't want to wear I feel like my vaccine, I think that's enough where I don't have to wear a mask. So I don't wear a mask. I'll wear, only time I have to wear a mask is like, I've had a couple doctor's appointments, and I think, you know, you still want to wear your mask at the doctor's office. I think they want to be abundantly careful. What do I think of Boogie trolling me? It's all in good fun. Dark Lord Jetta says, don't understand wearing a mask after being vaccinated. I don't either, but, you know, I'm not going to judge. You know, someone wearing a mask does not hurt me. In fact, you know, if, you know, wearing a mask is healthy. I mean, wearing a mask almost eliminated the flu vaccine. So, I mean, there's advantages to wearing a mask all the time. I don't want to wear one all the time just because it's annoying, but, you know, there you go. Yuri says, do you carry a .500 Magnum? I mean, that's just for, I don't know, people to find out if they're brave. Yeah, all I'm trying to say is, you know, when there was no vaccine, I felt like everyone needed to wear masks to keep everyone safe. Now that vaccine is out there with everyone, I think we have entered a stage of personal responsibility where it is now on you as the individual to figure out how to best protect yourself. Yeah, I mean, there's advantages. You know, if you wear a mask all the time, it's going to protect you against, you know, getting sick. I mean, that's true. I mean, it's just, if that's what you're willing to do, if that's what you want to do to help yourself from getting sick, to me, that's not what I want to do. But, you know, I completely respect if that's what people want to do. Yeah, and a lot of countries wearing a mask is not that unusual. Ryan79 says, new subject, favorite hobby besides traveling. I guess I need to find one. Traveling was my hobby. Backlund says, are you sad the gospel singers are gone from Hollywood? Yeah, I'm super bummed. Super bummed. It was one of my favorite things. Got a tag, says our address and phone, that she sees the flea meds and eats at home. Yeah, I mean, I guess that'll be, I mean, the citronella collar doesn't really bother me, but yeah, I would hope no one would put flea medicine on our cat. Yeah, because that's dangerous. Your cat doesn't need to get 2 doses of flea medicine because that could be dangerous. Charles Gilliam says, do you consider going to Pensacon? I don't know what Pensacon is. Straw Hill says, are you thinking of coming to the State Fair, Texas? I'm thinking about it. Dennis Ball says, great movie. Ride wasn't that great. No, it was. You're wrong. It was that great. It was as great as people say. Now, I admit people seem to be, you know, talk about it a lot more now than they did when it was around. But you know how it goes. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Nola Deeds, thank you for the super chats. Can't stay. Wanted to pop in and say hello. Safe travels. Well, thank you. Safe travels, you my friend. Yeah, Dennis. The dancers never did rotate. There was like a real cool like dancing, like the dancer effect. Never worked, and they just threw like a sheet on it. Angel Vasquez is why Adam Lou stopped posting videos. He posts videos almost every day from his Daily Woo channel. Jazzios is going to hear a King Julian impression. I don't know who King Julian is. Am I looking forward to the new Tron ride? I don't really know anything about it. Because I'm not as up on my Disney news as I should be. They put bubbles. Is that what they did? They just put bubbles in front of the dancers? So yeah, that stinks. So yeah, the Great Movie Ride was kind of uneven a little bit. Some of the scenes and set pieces were way better than others. The Wizard of Oz room was awesome. Suthius, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey Jacob, hope you're well. Of Adam, Boogie, and John, who is your favorite travel buddy to tackle on the road out there with? Oh, I love traveling with Adam, Boogie, or John, but my favorite travel companion is Joe Dirt. Omar Gosh is a friend or not? I only met Omar Gosh once, so definitely would not call him a friend. Nothing against him, I just don't really know him. I do miss Joe Dirt. I would take him with me on these trips, but he's really heavy. Ryan says, if you think if Disney or NBC bought WWE, do you think there'd be a physical Hall of Fame? I would love that. I've heard some people say that they want Disney to buy it because maybe the Disney could make theme park attractions. Oh, wow. Jinx the Killer 67. Thank you for the very generous super chat. I don't know what denomination that is, but that was a lot. That was a lot of money. It looks like that was maybe about $150. So wow, Thank you. What denomination of money is that? And just thank you so much. That was very generous, Jinx. Dan on Planet Earth says, I've never seen Joe Dirt. That's pounds. What's the conversion rate? What's 100 pounds in American money? Dan on Planet Earth, I thought you did the special effects on Joe Dirt. Someone want to crunch that and see how much 100 pounds is? No, thank you for the pounds, Jinx. Dollary dues? What? $140. Well, thank you so much. It's an insanely generous super chat. Jinx the Killer says, I want to thank you for helping with my depression. Well, thank you for your generosity. And I'm happy that if my videos can make you smile a little bit, that means the world to me. Ryan says, can't see Disney owning WWE. One time they considered buying ECW. Man, that would have been weird. I don't know. Can Disney... I'm afraid Disney would ruin wrestling. I actually would love to... Oh, my God. Jinx. That's too generous. Thank you so much. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. Wow. Am I staying at a hotel? I am staying at a hotel. Damn, Planet Earth has never worked on a David Spade movie. Oh, man. I love Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy is one of the classic. Ordering room service. Yeah, I don't think they have room service here. But you know what? I'm going to celebrate with... see what we got here in the snack bag. I'm going to celebrate with some Sweet Tart ropes. Back to Disney buying WWE. The potential for Disney ruining it seems... I mean, I think it could work, but they could really ruin wrestling. You know, when you get people in wrestling that don't understand wrestling, it can be bad. But these are so good, by the way. Does anyone else like these? Disney's not necessarily trying to buy WWE. It's all rumors. WWE has been doing some very different things. They hired an outside person to be the president. They've been cutting back on money and contracts very brutally. And it looks like they're maybe trying to get the company ready to be sold. See, with AEW, you have, someone with business experience. It's also a huge wrestling fan that owns the Ghost Chill says wrestling has to be edgy. Yeah, wrestling should be edgy. And Disney doesn't exactly do edgy good. That's not really a Disney thing. T-Bombs, I saw you in Gatlinburg once. Did you come up and say hi? Jinx! You don't have to do that. Calm down. Thank you so much. I'm going to choke on my sweet tart robes. Ryan says another Disney fun fact: when Disney owned Miramax, the greenlit movie was Pulp Fiction. Yeah, so in the past, Disney has almost used like separate companies to release more adult content. So, yeah, thank you, Jinx. That I don't even know what to say. That's an insane amount of money. I may just retire. Just kidding. S Fanboy says Tony Khan, owner of AW, is a great wrestling mind, a great businessman. You know, I don't agree with all like his view on wrestling, but I think it's great to have an alternative. Because WWE has gotten so stale. Suthius, thank you for the super chat. Says Disney isn't in the financial position to acquire anything in the near future. They did just acquire Fox. The pandemic really hurt their finances. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to believe Disney's in that bad a shape. I mean, I'm sure the pandemic did hurt their finances. I mean, WWE, though, I mean, it's going to fetch a huge price tag, I think. Jinx says, just seeing when you uploaded, he is worth subbing. I've watched his, they, them since 2016 and screamed, then they got scared. I've never been to Okefenokee Swamp. Ryan said, did you hear about SeaWorld in Orlando having their own version of Hollow Scream? Yes. I may have to get down to Florida. I don't know. Maybe just a few days, Florida. My haunt season gets so busy. Jim Lamotta says, silly question, but what's the best way to get used to sleeping in hotels? It's always tough for me. I actually sleep fine in hotels. I'm usually, when I'm traveling, I'm usually pretty exhausted. Jinx says, put college aside and put your videos ahead as they make me smile. I just want to thank you, friend. Well, thank you so much, Jinx. I thank you for your generosity. No, don't drink alcohol to help you sleep. That gives you awful sleep. It'll make you fall asleep, but you won't have quality sleep. And if you do drink alcohol, make sure you drink a lot of water. Ryan, yes, More to Matter. I do want to go to More to Matter. Next time I go to Florida, I'm going to shoot them a message and see if they would let me film. Like they let Adam. Dennis says, do you drive to the next place in the morning before shooting or at night after shoots? It just depends. I just, you know, depends on how early I have to be somewhere. A lot of times I travel in the morning and in the evening. Caleb Ross asked about my name, the Carpetbagger. I did a video on that, so check the video out. Jazzy, oh, I have been to the Adventure Dome. Do I get sad traveling alone? No. I get so busy. I really don't have time to get lonely. Right now, it's about Mary Poppins carpet bag. Didn't she have a magic carpet bag? Like, she could put anything she wants in it. Jinx says, Jacob, I won't drink at the age of 21. I was put on you doing horror houses and screamed to scare myself, which is funny. Well, thank you so much. Jarrett Bellicillo, thank you for the super chat. So did you miss your Kia Soul? No. I did not like that car. It was a manual transmission, and I ripped it to shreds. It was I drove it, and I didn't know how. Yes, I'm eating sweet tart ropes. I had some Vietnamese food for dinner. It was so good. A bowl of pho. Okay. Vietnamese soup, spelled P-H-O, but apparently it's not pronounced pho. It's pronounced pho. But I always feel weird saying pho. It just doesn't sound like a word. Pho. Mark Draskovitz, thank you for the super chat. Wrestling will never be like it was in the 70s or 80s. No, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Pho. Is it okay to call it pho? I like calling it pho better. Ryan, yeah, I will tell Morty to book Sasquatch. Book me Sasquatch. Jinx the Killer says, if I could, Jacob, I would buy you a plane ticket to the UK and show you around. My treat as a friend. Well, thank you so much. I will come to the UK at some point. I know that COVID is still a thing there. So I do want to come. I know there's a lot of things in England I want to do. I know they have some of the best amusement parks there. Melissa says, how's Boogie doing? Boogie's doing good. I've chatted with him recently. What's a BTS meal? I have no idea. Rose Tip My World says, can you give my cat Chessie a shout out? I had to put him to sleep tonight for 21 years. I'm heartbroken. I'm so sorry. Definitely a shout out to Chessie. It's one of the hardest things to do. Have to put down a pet that you love. Suthius, thank you for the super chat. I recently watched your excursion to the Ark with Adam and the Trackers. Do you keep in touch with them or see them lately? And it's pronounced pho. Make it at home weekly. It's pho dash king good. I don't really keep in touch with the Trackers. No. I met them on that day. Super nice people. Really enjoyed hanging out with them. Then I ran into Tim at IAPA 1 year. Just just have not, just not kept in touch. Not, it is what, nothing weird. Just, how do I not know who BTS is? I don't know. Does someone want to tell me who BTS is? Jinx! Again. Oh my gosh. You seriously don't have to do that. That's a lot of money. But I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Ashley says, I think BTS is a Korean boy band. I mean, I'm not really into boy bands or Korean music, so that's probably why they've not entered my circle of understanding. What games do I play on my phone? I play Pokemon, The Simpsons, and I've started playing Magic the Gathering. Jake just bought you a return plane flight to UK. Is it expensive to fly to the UK? I think it is. I think I looked into it and it was really expensive to fly to the United Kingdom. CC and ASMR says, hey Jake, I just wanted to say I knew I've been saying questions, but I just wanted to say how thankful I am. My grandpa died last year and I've been watching your videos ever since. I'm sorry about the loss of your grandfather. You're doing a promotional thing with McDonald's. Oh, what was that like when the there was some rapper that I was not familiar with that had like a special McDonald's meal. Is this like another one of those things? Colby Rouse, thank you for the super chat. Do you believe in folklore? And if so, do you have a story? I mean, I'm definitely interested in folklore, regional folklore, different stories that different regions have. Travis Scott. Okay, Travis Scott. Yeah, there was a Travis Scott meal at McDonald's that was apparently a thing. Now there's BTS. Oh yeah, it's super expensive to mail things to the UK. Cube says, would you ever do a TV show if asked to? I mean, it depends. It's not really one of my goals. It's not really one of my goals. I'm not really trying to get on TV. I don't really have a desire to be on TV. But like, if someone called me and had an idea, I mean, I'd listen. I don't know if I'd sign a contract. I mean, it's just a lot of variables there, Jenny says, have you ever met Rick from Rick's Flicks? I'm not familiar with who that is. I'm sorry. Dana Planner says, I was crazy about them contacting you to use your photo in an episode but not using it. Yeah, they were going to use a photo of mine in House of Cards, and it was all set up. It was supposed to be in one of the first episodes. It was a picture of the Peachoid in South Carolina. And I was so excited that they're going to use my picture on a real show, a real TV show. And they ended up not using it. They used someone else's picture. And I was devastated. And now that it turns out that Kevin Spacey's a pedophile, so I'm glad they didn't use it. Suthius, thank you for the super chat. Have you ever thought about coming back to Virginia? I don't think I've seen any videos from Williamsburg or Jamestown. Don't forget to visit the museums in DC. I do want to come back to DC. I definitely want to check out Busch Gardens in Williamsburg. I don't know when exactly I'd be able to, but I'd like to. Called well. So where's your Ripley's penny? I think it's on my nightstand at home. Have I ever met Disney YouTuber Jackie? Yeah, I met Jackie. When did I meet Jackie? I think it was like last year sometime. I went to Epcot. I think it was last fall. I was in Florida. Ryan says, speaking of weirdos, I grew up watching Bill Cosby, still upset about the whole thing, a lot of disturbing things. Yeah, it's hard. You know, you got to be careful about putting human beings on pedestals because human beings do some very awful things. You know, no one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, but sometimes it's things like Kevin Spacey or Bill Cosby that are really, really rotten things. And it makes it hard to watch them or enjoy something that they did. I used to love I was a big fan when I was a young adult. Watch American Beauty, the movie that Kevin Spacey was in. I didn't say Kevin Smith, did I? I didn't call Kevin Smith has not done anything horrible that we know about. Kevin Spacey, and yeah, I don't think I could ever go back and watch that movie again, just given what we know about him now. And I don't want to be like going into conspiracy theories, but like everyone that's accused Kevin Spacey has like mysteriously died. Jinx, please stop. I appreciate it so much, but so stop. Oh man. Flash Hughes, can you not respect the past? It's hard. It's just hard. It's hard for me to separate that. Said was a fan of Cosby Show, watched all the time when I was growing up. Definitely not a fan now. Yeah, I don't know. Evan Hawkins says just because it's a conspiracy doesn't mean it's not true. Yeah, I mean it's terrifying that people that have accused him of have a habit of dying. I mean that's terrifying. No, I appreciate all the support, all the super chats, but I'm not. I'm you know it just makes me uncomfortable when it's a large amount like that. I don't want to seem ungrateful, but um, like for wrestling fans know what it's like. There was a wrestler named Chris Benoit, and he killed his whole family. He killed his wife, and he killed his young son. And I don't watch his stuff anymore. I know some wrestling fans claim that they can separate it and appreciate him for his wrestling, but I mean that's not a small thing. That's talking about he strangled a young child to death, his own son. I just can't get over that. AH says, I know a lot of people thought Lance Armstrong was the greatest. I mean, yeah, it's gross and crappy that he's a cheater and he used steroids, but he didn't kill anyone. He didn't rape anyone. So that's something, I guess. Stifle Voice says Jack Black's Pick of Destiny is another one movie with Sasquatch. Oh, I do love the Sasquatch song. How does that go? Look into a Sasquatch eye in the misty mountainside. Sasquatch is my father, and he's going to protect me. Half man and half machine. On the cover of a magazine, Sasquatch is my father, and he's got to protect me. Did I really remember those lyrics? Is that why I can't remember anything else? Because I'm remembering the Sasquatch song from Pick of Destiny. H says Alex, great thing happened. He used to work in a morgue. What? Ugh, I don't know what you're talking about. Alter Ego says you. Yeah. I agree 100%. Jeepers Creepers. First movie was super spooky, super creepy, and then you find out the reason is because the director's a super creeper. He molested a child that was on a movie he was directing. He went to prison and then got out of prison, and people in Hollywood let him keep making movies. Disney hired him to make Powder, and he continued working with children. And then he makes a horror movie about a monster that eats children. That's freaking terrifying. Ugh. Yuck. American Wizard said you make what you know. Flashies. Yes. He went to prison in like the 80s. H says Alex Gray, famous psychedelic artist, admitted he committed necrophilia. Oh my gosh. That's not good. Yeah, don't that's horrible. Ryan says like a certain director that married his daughter. Who married their daughter? Oh, Woody Allen, yeah. Yeah, screw all these gross pigs. You know what? They can all go to hell. I'm sorry. I mean to be harsh here, but I can't stand when people abuse children. I worked at Child Protective Services for 10 years, and I've seen what it can do to people, and it's just really reprehensible. You know, any sort of misdeed like that is reprehensible, but like when talk about children, I mean, children are defenseless, and that sort of crap. I mean, it ruins their entire lives, and it's just unforgivable. Jinx Killer says, "Excuse me, Jacob. How can I join? How can you join what?" Time for some meditation. I won't do more than one meditation round in a live stream. That seems. Yeah, I don't know if people end up not going to jail for very long when it comes to crimes against children because They're supposedly hard to prosecute because people don't want to put children on the witness stand, and the system re-victimizes the children, and it's really just horrible to see. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed here shortly. Bailey George, what are your thoughts on the new Ghost Town plans? I don't know. We'll see if it actually happens. I mean, I think there's a lot of how many times I've been to Dollywood? I don't know. I've lost count. It's close to me, so I've been there quite a few times. Yes, thank you everyone for your generosity tonight, and thank you Jenks for your Jinx the Killer says, if it's okay, I would like to save amazing stuff about you as you're amazing and family friendly. Well, thank you. The kid dozer. Oh, I remember you. That's those are the clowns. You're gonna be back at Archmore. That's February. Oh man. MBV 2020. Yeah. Jacob Cup says, how do I go to Disney on a budget? It's so expensive. Disney on a budget's hard. I don't know. It's something you really do have to put a lot of money out there. It's really. Hume says, you ever imagine yourself becoming so popular? No, I never imagined myself being this popular. This is insane. I can't believe I'm a professional entertainer. It doesn't make any sense. Jinx says, permission to spread your YouTube out. I mean, yeah, please share with your friends. Share with anyone you'd like. Real Radio Show 24/7. Hey, brother, Real Radio Show leaving to North and South Carolina on Saturday. Welcome to the Carolinas. Cactus Rider says Cardi B admitted to drugging and robbing men, but defended she only did what she had to do, no apology. I mean, that's not okay. You can't drug people. Or rob people. That's not right. Kansas Girl says, have you visited Eureka Springs, Arkansas? I have been there. It says, have you checked out Board Camp Crystal Mine in Arkansas? Go check them out, and UFOs and Bigfoot. Sounds interesting. Say that 2,000 enough for Disney for a week. It's hard to say. I think a day ticket just to get in is like $120 now. But I think it gets cheaper. Jinx says, I've just seen someone pretending to be you. Well, don't pay attention to anyone pretending to be me, you know. Make sure if what you're hearing from me, it's coming from this channel. Thank you for stopping by, Dozer. Bailey George says, do you ever see hillbilly stereotypes and roads and attractions as harmful to Appalachia or beneficial? I did a college paper on the subject. As a hillbilly musician, it's a mixed bag for me. It's interesting. I'm fascinated by it. The caricatures of hillbillies that is used in some of the Appalachian attractions is, I mean, very close to some of the negative portrayals of African Americans that have been used over the years in advertising. But for some reason, I mean, Appalachians don't appear to be generally offended by it. So I don't know. It's a very complicated issue. Jinx the Killers, hope you can spend the money well, which I've sent you in front. I will, I promise. Thank you so much for your near ludicrous generosity. Ryan says, let's say Dollywood or any theme park invited you for a media event. We host at a hotel. Would you take the invite? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's... Dozer says, you check your messengers if I've messaged you. Best place to message me is just send an old-fashioned email. You can message me in other places, but I think the email is the most likely chance of making it to my eyeballs. Robert Deloy says, can you do national parks videos, or would you want to? Sometimes it's just hard to I don't know. With national parks, it's different. Jinx the Killer says, I would like to help horror enthusiasts in need. Well, thank you. Jim LaMotta says, how in the world are pro wrestlers independent contractors? That's major bullcrap. Ryan Nodal says, listen to Eric Bischoff's podcast. He talks about wrestlers and independent contractors. I'd be interested to see what Bischoff has to say about that. My email is in the description of any video. Just go to the description of the video. My email will be in the bottom. Is email, be honest with me, guys, is that a weird way? Is like, do people use email anymore? Do people like not have email anymore? Denise Baldea said, I see the dark side ring on Grizzly Smith. I heard about it. I didn't watch it. Apparently, Grizzly Smith is a complete monster. He raped and abused his children. And, so sad. Poor Jake. Aaron Swarm says, would you be willing to sign some Magic the Gathering cards for my husband? Sure. It's just like... Maybe I'll have to like see if I'm thinking about opening up my mailbox again. So Charlie Sweeney says, love your channel. Do you do YouTube full time or do you other work? YouTube full time. Do I miss social work? No. Never. Did Honky ruin Jake's life? I know he injured him with the guitar shot. From... I think Bruce Pritchard said, I think on one of the podcasts, I think Bruce Pritchard said that the guitar wasn't gimmicked properly, so it may not have necessarily been Honky Tonk's man's fault. I think someone else might have been responsible for gimmicking the guitar and didn't do a good job. you watch like wrestling, like with Jeff Jarrett would swing the guitar, and it would just like turn to dust over top someone's head. Dana Plan the Nurse says, has YouTube ever found a really old video of yours after it's published and given it a lift in views? YouTube definitely is very stingy with promoting old videos. YouTube likes new. YouTube loves newness. I mean, yeah, Jake Roberts is responsible for the decisions he made for himself, but I think a lot of it is probably tied back to the abuse he suffered as a child. Jinx the Killer still at it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Now, programming note, I think, and don't hold me to this because I could be wrong, I think I'm going to start doing these live streams on Tuesdays. I think that would be, I think that's going to be the new day. Because we have some family event. We do family events a lot of times on Thursdays. I think we do it at 9 o'clock on Tuesdays. That could change, and it's always could change from week to week. But I think that's the most stable day. Jinx the Killer says, excuse me, Jacob, when is the next haunted house walkthrough? It'll be starting in September. September will be beginning of haunt season. Oh, and it should be a doozy, my friends. Bailey George says, any info on the Gates of Hell attraction? Very little. I know that it used to have like, they have like a burning fire that would come up. Jessica Sigmund says they're going to let you film inside the Titanic at Dollywood anytime soon. I did with the Ghost Hunt. I think that's as close as I'm going to get. Because they're really strict about filming for some reason. Lance Young says, what do you typically eat while traveling? I do eat a lot of fast food, unfortunately. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of eating fast food and junk. But it just takes so much time to stop and eat sit-down restaurants. Jinx the Killer soap and all the money I've given to a good cause helps. Well, thank you. I promise. I will spend it wisely. Jay says I eat Wendy's like Jim Cornette. Fast food just slows you down. It's yuckity yuck. The Gates of Hell attraction. Yeah, there was a weird period in the 70s in Gatlinburg where they had attractions called the Gates of Hell, and they had the Museum of Witchcraft, a museum about the occult. It was some weird stuff. Rich Francis, the world needs more positivity. It absolutely does. Kevin Williams, I've never seen A1 almonds except for the one time that I bought them. That must have been an extremely limited thing. You know, sometimes you just catch something when it's in a test market or something. Bud's Red Hots to go to a store and pick up a ready-made salad. Yeah, sometimes I would do that. Like a lot of times I would get into a town, I'd go to Walmart, buy like a salad or stuff like that. But it just gets so just ready to get to the hotel and not wanting to deal with it. It's just a drive-through. Just, you know, you end up just breaking down and going through a drive-through because it's faster. And then like COVID really got me in the habit of using drive-throughs just because You didn't know if Jinx the Killer says, can you remember a clown called Stitches? Your clown called Stitch? Yeah, my friend Stitch is the clown. Well, he's the leader of a group of evil clowns. Do I play any video games? I play some on my phone. I'm not like a gamer. I don't have any sort of console. Do I exercise? I mean, I stay active. I mean, making these videos keeps me active. Do I plan on visiting Board of Montana? Not at this point. Splat Babylon asked where the straw hat came from. Was from a viewer named Catch a Kitty, and I've not seen her comment in a very long time. Hope she's okay. Ever think of going to Biltmore Nashville? I've done a video at Biltmore. Jinx the Killer says, can you tell them he, him, I wish good health and keeping safe? Absolutely. What time is it? Let me see. Never had any problems with bed bugs. All my travels. I think they're pretty rare. All right. Well, I probably should start winding down for the evening and getting some rest. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone who donated. Thank you, Jinx, for your insane donations. And yeah, like I said, I think we'll be doing live streams. I'm gonna try to do them on Tuesdays now. I think there'll be a new video tomorrow morning, or not. Probably not. I think there was a new video this morning. Denise Boldy, I saw the stiletto Crocs. That's insane. Chili cook-off. Be in a Keist again this year. Okay, we might check that out. All right. Well, thank you so much. Hashtag Team Balto. Until next time, this one's in the bag.